Welcome back to another Rose City Reptiles video. I'm Joey. This is Rose City Reptiles, and in today's video, well, we're packing up some Tegus. We're shipping some Tegus today, and I figured, why not talk about some of the things that I've learned, because when I first started breeding reptiles, I actually didn't even know that you could ship them. I had no idea that that world existed, and once I learned that and got the confidence that I could do it, because at first I was like, it was just super intimidating. I just didn't feel like it's something I could do. And once I started doing it, it's actually pretty easy. So I'm gonna show you guys some things, some tips, pointers, things that I've learned over the last few years of shipping reptiles, and I'll share that with you guys today in this video. The first thing is where I get my supplies. I get it from Reptile Express. That's also where we get our labels from. And so that's how it works. You go to reptileexpress.com, you can buy your shipping supplies and they ship it to you. The insulation that I'm going to put in the boxes, it does help maintain temperatures, but something else that it does that I didn't think about right at first was that it just helps the integrity of the box, helps the box not get crushed. I can't remember exactly how much weight these things can hold once you get the insulation in them, but it's quite a bit more than what they can without. You know, obviously if I stood on this box, it would crush, but with the insulation in it, I can stand on it and it doesn't crush. And when you're dealing with FedEx, we all know how they treat their packages. Hopefully when it's in a white box and it says live animal, they're a little bit more delicate with it, but they're not always. So having the insulation in there is 100% a necessity. You can't ship without it. So it's important. You can either make your own boxes. I mean, you could cut your own insulation, but definitely you have to have that. Okay, and now we have two things here. These are the things that are gonna help maintain or regulate the temperatures in the box. Now, this right here is a heat pack. That is what you're going to use during your cooler months. Okay, that's what we're gonna be putting one of these. I'm gonna show you exactly where we put it and how we do that. But you do not wanna use hot hands or anything like that. This is the only type of heat that you wanna put into your box that's shipping animals. They have 40 hours, I recommend the 72 hours. We have the 40-hour here. And then also cryo packs. These are going to help maintain, regulate the temperature. This is not a cool pack or a heat pack, but it will help regulate the temperature right around 70 degrees. Okay, so this is really nice to have just in case your box sits in the warehouse, gets too hot, or it gets too cold on the airplane, or wherever this thing goes, or where FedEx puts it. These are the things that will help keep your reptile safe. Now the next step, I like using this packing paper. I buy this in a big roll. It comes in these sheets, and I'll show you what I kind of do is build a little bit of a nest. Let me fold down these sides here. Just build a little bit of a nest. I kind of push it down in there, and this one is just going to be on the bottom. Okay, just like that. Then I come through with the second one. This one gets pushed in, just like the first one, but this one doesn't get folded, doesn't get pushed down yet. Okay, the animal's gonna sit kind of right in here. I take the heat pack with the red line facing up. I took one of those pieces of paper and ripped it in half. And then what I'm going to do is I fold it over once, I fold it over again. Okay. Now I know that red line is facing up, and I just keep it that way. All right, so now our heat pack is inside of this little paper. You can use like a paper lunch sack. There's other ways so you don't have to create your own, but that's typically how I do it. All right, so I got the heat pack wrapped up in here. I actually can feel the heat already. I always like to make sure I can feel the heat coming out of the heat pack before I tape the box all up, because sometimes they can be defective. Cryo pack, I did the exact same thing to the other piece of the styrofoam that goes inside the box. Okay, so now we're going to take these and they just slide right in to both ends. right into the box. You guys see how that works? That way there's paper covering both ends of these, and then there's going to be this piece also blocking the animal from contacting both of those points. Okay, now when we're at this point, it's time to actually put the animal into the bag. So we have these Reptile shipping bags. I like to put some paper towel inside with them, and so let's do it. So I'm gonna show you guys some really beautiful animals that we're shipping out today. First up is this really nice albino female. She is just beautiful and going to a really, really good home. So yeah,
she's
metal mama, is that right?
Yes, metal
metal mama.
It's a birthday surprise.
So, oh, it's a birthday surprise. Oh yeah, this is a birthday surprise. I love that. Like, this Tegu is gonna surprise someone so much tomorrow, and I can't wait to hear about their reaction. So
happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Yep. All right, so we're gonna just let her walk on into the box. Some of them give you, or into the bag. Some of them fight it. Some of them just go right in. And so yeah, so you just make sure obviously that their tail is pushed out of the way. You don't want to tie up any tails. And again, I get all of this supplies from Reptile Express. Makes it easy ordering it all from the same place. So yeah, so we tie this up, and then I'll show you how I place it into the box. Everything is kind of strategic and how I do this, but at the same time, yeah, if you have any tips for me, if you know a better way on how to do this, let me know down in the comments. Anything that you want to add to this, let me know. I'm learning. I'm constantly learning here. So then I take the Tegu. I like to put the tied end facing the Cairo pack and the wide end down here facing the heat pack. That, I feel like it gives the animal easy accessibility if they want to move around a little bit. But now, once it's like this, you guys can see I just lay her right on there perfectly, and then we just take this and we fold it over like this. Okay, and then I like to take one more piece of paper. I kind of fold it up. I lay it right here on top. Then you get your last piece of styrofoam, put it on there, then you're ready to seal up the box and add the label. All right, I got the next box ready. Heat packs in, and we are gonna be loading up this beautiful blue hybrid from Topaz and Vanessa. This male is amazing, really, really pretty, just a flawless. He's perfect. We're gonna be putting him in the box, or in the bag. Let's see if he goes right in. It actually helps if you hold the bag up like this. They naturally just want to climb up, instead of, if I flip it around like this, he'll try to come out the front. Which now I'll flip it around since I got him in there.
And this one's going to Amber.
Yep. Okay. So I want to talk about a couple more things with shipping. If you're shipping, one thing I recommend is shipping to a FedEx hub and not to the house. It has cut back on delays by like 90%, maybe more. When we used to ship to your door, that's just when you run into a lot of problems. Shipping to the hub is much, much safer. All you have to do is, most people have a hub close to them, and you just have to go and pick it up from there in the morning instead of getting it delivered to your house. So for a lot of people, it works even better, but for the animals, it always works better. Always. Shipping to the hub. Purchase and print our labels from reptileexpress.com. When you do that, there's Reptiles to You and there's Reptile Express. I think those are the main two companies that you can go through. When you have delays or something like that happens, you can let them handle it. You just have to let them know, or a lot of times they know before you do, and they will handle it. They'll call FedEx, they'll get everything situated, and that's always gives me a lot of peace of mind, letting them handle that. Because if I call FedEx, I'm on hold for like an hour. If they call them, they have like a direct line. I don't know, but that's also Something else to keep in mind if you are intimidated by shipping like I was for quite a while. Another tip that I have is making sure that you check your weather, not just for where the package is leaving from and where it's going to, but also the sorting hub that the package is going to go to. Most packages go through Memphis, but there are other sorting hubs that your package can go through. Once you get your label, you can tell which sorting hub that it's going to go to. So check your weather for all 3 spots. Make sure that it's safe and appropriate weather to be shipping in. And yeah, all right, we got another Tegu packaged up and ready to go out. I don't think anyone gets into breeding reptiles because they like shipping. I'll be honest, this is not a fun part. It's not fun packing them up, and it's definitely not fun hoping that they get there safely, but they do. This is, we rarely ever have issues, and even when we do have issues, we package them up correctly so that if there is a delay, they'll be okay. So it is pretty safe, but it's not fun. Hopefully this video helps you guys, gives you some confidence in case you want to do some of this on your own. Appreciate the support, we really do. And as a reminder, shipping's always free. All of our prices on our website include shipping, so there's no hidden fees whatsoever. Thank you for your support. We'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.